So today I'm going to share with you the items I have chosen for the Project Pan challenge for 2019. Until a few days ago, I had never even heard of this Project Pan challenge. I just randomly stumbled across a video on YouTube. That led me down into a deep dive and I could not get enough of it. I think this challenge is amazing. And then I stumbled across Haley and Kat's video. They are doing a rolling Project Pan challenge and they invited other people to join too. So I thought this would be a really fun challenge to do and I'm really excited to join. One reason I'm really excited about this challenge is that I'm actually kind of a person who tends to stick with the same product until I use it up anyway. So I think it would be really fun to just share my progress while I do it. Okay, so Haley and Kat made a spreadsheet, so I copied it into this book. So I'm just gonna go in order and show you what I picked. So the first thing is face primer. So face primer is actually an area that I'm not super concerned with. I don't really have many. I've completely used up all the ones I brought with me to Japan, so now I'm just working on the ones that I've bought since I've been here. So the one I'm working on currently is this Witch's Pouch Pink Primer, and I marked it on the side. So this one actually, the bottom goes up, which is really nice. I like that. So I'm right there. I've already got quite some use in it. But yeah, so that is my primer. Let's see, next is foundation. So again, foundation is not really an area I'm super concerned with, but the one I'm currently consistently using is this Kate Tokyo one. I really like this one. This was in my favorites. I've already made a really big dent in it. I don't think there's much left. I think maybe it's down to like here, if I had to guess. I couldn't mark it because it's really opaque, and even when you hold it up to the light, I can't really tell. And I know some people like to weigh their products, but I don't have a scale, so unfortunately I cannot do that. But it's very light, so I can tell that there's not much left in there, but this is the one I'm consistently using right now. Okay, next up is concealer. So the concealer I'm using right now is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination. It's just a little sample, but I really just want to use it up. I would say it's probably about halfway. I tried to squeeze it like, yeah, maybe about halfway. Let me just kind of mark. I don't really know if marking it's gonna help or anything. Okay, so I just marked it, so about halfway. I think that will be really easy to get through. So powder, the one I'm consistently using right now is the Kate Tokyo face powder. I really like this powder. And I marked it on the back, so a little more than halfway. But again, not in a super rush to get through this face powder. Basically, face powder, again, not really an area I'm like super concerned with. It's not really one of my problem areas. Okay, next is setting spray. So the setting spray I chose is the Too Faced 3-in-1 Hangover. I actually had the big full size, but I used a lot of it and then I moved it into a different bottle. So I moved it into this Tatcha bottle. I just really like the sprayer on this bottle and it's really luxurious and it was really expensive. So I kept it and now I've just been transferring all my setting sprays into this bottle because it's really nice. I think this is pretty much full. I just transferred it over a few days ago. Maybe I've used it a couple of times, but I would pretty much consider this full. There isn't really a way to mark it. But that's okay. Like, I consistently use setting spray pretty much every day. I'm not too concerned with the setting spray. I'll definitely use it up, so I'm not worried. Okay, next up is bronzer. So the bronzer I chose is this e.l.f. Baked Bronzer in St. Lucia. I've already been very consistent with using this. It is like almost done, like it is completely flat now, and you're starting to see like the pan in the middle. I can't really get much product off of the middle because it's starting to turn into like hard pan, but the outside still has some product, so I really want to get this used up. The packaging is falling apart, so if I could get that used up, that would be great. So for powders like this, I think I'm gonna try and take before and after pictures. Maybe that would be a better way to kind of keep track of things like that, but we'll see. Okay, highlighter. So I'm actually going to pick 4 highlighters. I know that's like a super lot, but 2 of them are powder and 2 of them are liquid, and I've been wearing the liquid with the powder. So it seems like a lot, but I don't know. So first I have this liquid highlighter. It's called MeMeMe in Oyster Gold. I don't really like using liquid or cream like highlighters or blushes or bronzers or anything like that, so I just really want to use these up and get them out of my collection because I just don't really like that form. So I marked it on the side there. Still pretty decently full. And then the highlighter, the powder highlighter I've been wearing on top of that is this e.l.f. Baked highlighter in Moonlight Pearl. There's still a lot, like I've kind of flattened out the dome and it's starting to get indented, but I still have a long way to go. Yeah, again, I just want to use this up. The packaging is falling apart, so we'll see how that goes. Then I have this liquid highlighter. It's called Liquid Gossamer by PongPong. I don't know what the color is. Oh, the color is Ethereal. And it is pretty much like really low. I think it's about there. I marked it. So yeah, I just want to use it up. Like I've said, I don't really like liquid or cream highlighters, so I just want to use this up. This one's super messy, so I cannot wait to finish it. And then the powder highlighter I like to wear over that is this one. Technically this is a blush, but I use it as a highlighter. It's the e.l.f. Baked Blush in Pinktastic. Again, I've kind of like flattened out the dome, and it has a little indent. Next up is blush, and again for blush I have 4. I know that's a lot, but again, 2 are liquid or cream and 2 are powder. So the first set I have is, I have this Be a Bombshell, the 1 stick in Sunset. I just want to use this up. I've had this forever. So I put this on first, and then on top of this, I've been wearing this blush, this Artist Color Powder Blush by Emite Cosmetics. The color is 108. It has a little bit of a dip in the middle, but this blush is massive, so it is gonna take forever. It's a matte blush. I'm not super big on matte blushes, so I want to use those up. And the other set I have is, I have this cream blush by Styli-Style. It's called the Blush Stick. The shade is Pretty in Pink. I'm getting there. And then on top of that, for powder blush, and surprise, surprise, it's an e.l.f. Baked Blush. The color is Passion Pink. Again, kind of flattened out the dome. But yeah, I just want to get all of these e.l.f. Baked things used up because the packaging falls apart and it's just a pain to store, so I want to use those up. So now we're going on to eyes. So for eye primer, the one I'm currently using is this Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but I am not in any rush to use this up because eyeshadow primer is kind of hard to find in Japan, so I'm not in a rush to use it, but I have been using it consistently. It's probably about halfway. It's about to there. So that's the one I've been consistently using. I love this one. Not in a super rush to use it up though. A cream shadow I want to use up is this Laura Mercier Caviar stick, and it's in the shade Rose Gold. I think this shade is really beautiful. I don't typically use cream eyeshadows, but this one is this one's really pretty. I love this formula, so I really just want to get some use out of it before it expires. So yeah, I'm gonna try and be better about using this, so we'll see how that goes. Now for eyeshadow, this is one of my problem areas. I have a ton of eyeshadow, and I think for now I'm going to skip eyeshadow, even though it is one of my really big problem areas and I really need to use some of it up. The reason being is at my previous job, I worked a lot, like 50 hours a week, sometimes more if I had to work weekends. And at this job, makeup was required. I had to spend time getting ready, and I didn't want to waste time thinking about what look I was going to wear, so I just had two default looks. One for the fall and the winter, and the other one was for spring and summer. So the one I was using in fall and winter was the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. Definitely been used and loved. I wore this every day to work during the fall and winter. So I've made a major dent on it. As you can see, I hit pan on 4 shades, and this top one is almost gone. And the one I was using for spring and summer is this Lancome Color Design in the color Blush Sweetness. Yes, I completely used up this shade. I hit pan on 3 others. This black has a really big dip, but I haven't hit pan yet. So I used both of those a ton, and to be honest, now that I'm only working part-time, I just want to have a little more freedom with my eyeshadow. I also work at a job that allows a little more expression, so I think I just want to take a break from these and play around with my makeup, and maybe later in the year I'll come back to them because I do want to use them up. They're pretty old. I've already made a huge dent in both of them, so we'll see how I'm feeling. So for eyeliner, for liquid liner, I went through all the liquid liner I brought with me. So the one I'm currently using is this Kate Tokyo one. I really like this one. I've used it a ton already, so I'm just gonna keep continuing to use that until it's used up. I can't really tell how much is left in there. I'm not sure. But it's probably going to be used up soon. As for a pencil liner, I actually have two. One I like to use on the top and one I like to use on the bottom. So the top is this Urban Decay Glide On 24/7 in the color Ink. It's like almost done, so I just want to, you know, use that up. And the other one is this nude one. It's by the brand Cella. It's in the shade Ivory Lace. I usually wear this on the waterline, so again, almost done. Just want to finish it up so I can move on to the next thing. Then mascara. Again, not a problem area, but I am currently working on this sample of Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I've already been using this for about a month, so I don't think there's much left in there, but maybe like another month. We'll see. And eyebrow product. So I brought with me the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow, and I love this. I wear it in the shade Blonde. If you've watched any of my other videos, you will know that I've been having a lot of trouble finding a color match in Japan for my eyebrows. I know this isn't gonna last forever, but I'm not in a super rush to finish it up until I find something that I can use here. But yeah, it already has a really big dip. I haven't hit the bottom yet, but we'll see. Yeah, I use that every day to do my eyebrows. Okay, I think that's everything for eyes, and now for lips. For lip liner, I have this Beauty For Real lip liner. It doesn't say what color it is, it's just a nude color. I usually just grab this one when I do a nude lip. That's how much I have left. So, we'll see. I don't wear lip liner super often, so yeah, I just kind of want to use up the lip liners I have. So for lipstick, I want to use up this Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick in Melted Peony. This is one of the lipsticks I wore like every day to work during the spring and summer, so it is pretty much used up. I can't really tell where it is, but if I had to guess, it's probably down here. I think if you hold it up to the light, it's about here. So there's not much left. I want to use it up so I can move on to the next thing, because lip products is my other problem area. I have a ton of lip products, and I want to try and use them before they all expire. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but we'll see. So yeah, just want to use that up. So for liquid lipstick, I actually don't have many liquid lipsticks, but the one that I've been reaching for the most is this Melted Matte by Too Faced in Sellout. I really like this color. I don't know how much is in here, but I've worn this maybe like 12 times. So I had it stored like this for like a week, and I don't know. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to use that one. For lip gloss, I have this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Apple Strudel. I'm not a huge fan of lip gloss, but this lip gloss is really nice. I like the formula. This one's just really old in my collection, so I want to use it up before it expires. So I've used it here and there, I think. Again, I don't really know how to tell how much is in here. Maybe if I had to guess, it's probably still more than halfway, or about halfway. I don't know, I'm sorry. I don't have a scale. I'm really sorry. I'm bad at this. And then for lip balm, I have two. One is a regular lip balm and one is tinted. So the regular lip balm I'm using is just this one. It's Epic Blend Lip Balm in the flavor Hemp Raspberry Pomegranate. Yeah. So I use this 1 to 2 times a day. That's how much I have left. So, getting there. Oops, I pulled that out a little too far. And the tinted lip balm I want to use up is this one by Styli-Style. It's this bright pink. It's called Flirty Fuchsia. That's how much I have left. I really like this. I love wearing this in the summer, the spring and the summer. But yeah, it's pretty old. The packaging's starting to crack, so I just, you know, want to use it up, move on to something else. Okay, I think that's everything for lips. Now, on the list, there are some other kind of miscellaneous things that you can do if you want. And I think I will do some. So, nail polish, I'm going to skip. I wasn't able to bring a lot of nail polish with me to Japan, like hardly any actually. So, I only have a few to begin with. It's not really a concern for me. And I don't really like wearing the same nail polish over and over again. That's pretty much like the only thing where I really like to just bounce around. So, gonna skip that. Fragrance. In my last empties video, I think I mentioned that I wanted to work on my perfume samples, and I've been doing a really good job with that. So I have my samples in this bowl, and it used to be like overflowing, but now it's like only half full, which is really good. And I still want to get through my samples, but I think I'm gonna take a break from the samples for now. And I'm gonna work on this pink body spray. It's the scent Sweet and Flirty. I've just had this one for a really long time, and I noticed the other day that I think the color faded a little bit. It hasn't changed completely, just faded a little bit. So I think it's starting to expire. The scent is fine. It still smells exactly the same, but I think I should just maybe focus on this before it expires. Hopefully I can get through it before then, but I don't know. So I'm gonna work on this until I get through it or expires, whichever happens first. And then after that, I'll probably go back to my samples. Let's see how many samples I have. I have 17 samples. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'm gonna get through all of that in 1 year, but okay. Then we have body. So body wash, I don't really have a concern with. I just bought a bunch of the Philosophy Holiday body washes. The one I'm currently using is the Shimmering Snow Lace, I think. I'm working on that one. I'm not really concerned about the body wash. Me and my husband, we both use the same body wash, so it's gonna get used up. So I don't really need to keep track of that. But for body lotion, I have a ton of samples that I really want to get through. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 body lotions that I just want to get through, like these samples. They're taking up a lot of space. Some of them I've had for a while, so I want to use them up, and yeah. So they're not here anymore. The one I'm currently using is this one, this Amlactin, and I marked where it's about there, so it's about like 3/4 full, so that's what I'm working on currently. So hopefully I can get those used up. Then for like skincare, I have super sensitive dry skin, mostly on my face. So for skincare, I can only use like certain things. So that's not really a concern for me. Yeah, I just have the things I like and I'm just gonna continue using them. So I'm gonna skip that one. And for hair care, so before I came to Japan, I used to do my hair every other day. And then when I came to Japan, I started only doing it on the weekends, like my days off, because I worked so much. But I kind of want to get back into the habit of doing my hair more often again. So currently I'm using this hairspray sample. It's the Salon Graphics Freezing Hairspray. I'm sorry, I don't know how to keep track about how much I've used. But I've used it a few times, I think maybe 3/4. I'm sorry, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and do my hair more consistently. And this is the one I will be using. Okay, I think that is everything for my Project Pan 2019. I'm so excited for this challenge, and thank you, Kat and Haley, for coming up with this rolling Project Pan and inviting other people to join. I'm so excited to be part of this community and this challenge, so we'll see how it goes. It's my first time. Also, I think you're supposed to do a check-in once a month, but typically I had been doing my empties videos once a season. So I think maybe I'm gonna do the check-in once a season. I think that just might work a little better for my schedule, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Alright, that's everything. See you next time. Goodbye.